Oh dear, where to start? WrestleMania 41 has officially concluded, and I got some mixed feelings. Welcome to the third rope, and today we're diving deep into WrestleMania 41 Night 2, a night filled with trials, tribulations, and some serious disappointments. Let's just say it. I'm just saying it straight. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in the main event was a letdown of epic proportions. Arguably, to me, the worst WrestleMania event ever. The worst WrestleMania main event ever. And yes, Travis Scott helped Cena win the Undisputed Championship, making him a 17-time world champion, officially surpassing Ric Flair's record in the most bizarre way fucking possible. But before all that chaos unfolded, there were moments I genuinely enjoyed. So let's break it all down, what worked, what didn't, and why this ending left such a fucking bitter taste in my mouth. It took me a day to do this review. So WrestleMania 41 kicks off with an absolute banger for the women's champion. The opening match, a triple threat arm wrestle turned war between Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. The spot of the night early on, Io hits an insane double blockbuster on both Rhea and Bianca. The crowd absolutely loses it. From there, Io becomes a full-on ragdoll, getting launched by the legs into the barricade by Bianca, only to be caught moments later by Rhea, who delivers a brutal razor's edge straight into Bianca. This is awesome. Chants fill the arena as the match goes full chaos. Bianca lands a perfect 450 splash on Io, but before she can capitalize, Rhea hits the riptide on Bianca. Still not enough. Then comes the sequence of the night. Io reverses a riptide off the second rope, goes for the moonsault, only to get booted mid-air by Rhea. Bianca hits her finisher and goes for the win, but Rhea breaks the pin and the crowd absolutely explodes. The final stretch is pure brutality. Bianca Rhea throw hands. Bianca whips her braid into Rhea and lands her finisher again, but just as it seems over, Io Sky flies in from nowhere with a moonsault onto both. 1, 2, 3. Io wins, an incredible opener that sets the bar insanely high. And wow, what a match. Drew McIntyre gets his vengeance in brutal fashion against Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight, and this one had some serious attitude. Right off the bat, Priest's entrance is a spectacle. Kerry King from Slayer appears, guitar in hand, giving this match some true Metal Mayhem energy. An awesome visual, even if it didn't last long. The match itself, violent and chaotic. Drew dominates most of it, taking control early, never really letting up. One of the most savage spots, Drew delivers a future shock DDT right onto the steel stairs inside the ring. It looked fucking nasty in the best way. Priest does get some offense in. There's a table bump, some chair shots, and even a touch of old school from Priest, but it backfires when he gets driven through the two tables outside the ring. The crowd goes nuts. Priest is rattled. The finish is pure carnage. Drew sets up a steel chair in the corner turnbuckle and hits a claymore that drives Priest's head straight into it. Vicious, stiff, and fucking conclusive. Drew gets the win. A good match with some standout moments, though with the build-up and stipulation, it could have gone even harder. Still, a solid piece of revenge and a highlight for Drew's road to redemption. Next up, Intercontinental Championship Chaos, and yes, Dirty Dominic Mysterio actually pulled it off. Can you believe it? In a wild fatal four-way, Dominic defeated Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, and Penta in a match that had no business being this good, but it was total mayhem. At first, there was speculation, would Dom and Finn work together? And for the first 10 minutes, they did. Classic Judgment Day coordination until Dom, of course, turned on Finn and went for the 619, but Finn had him scouted and snapped, stomping the life out of Dom in retaliation. Now, the crowd popped huge for Dom here. Meanwhile, Braun Breaker looked like a beast, suplexing everyone, double Germans, verticals, just throwing bodies. Pure dominance. Penta was the wild card, and man, did he deliver. He hit Dominic with an absolute savage Mexican destroyer that folded him in half. The crowd lit up. Then comes the moment of the night. Toledo gets involved, but Braun spears him through the reinforced announce table in a jaw-dropping spot that had everyone on their feet. The finish, while Dom climbs to the top rope, hits a frog splash onto Finn, who's laying across Braun, and steals the win. The crowd erupts. New Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom, a chaotic, entertaining four-way that delivered way more than expected, and somehow Dom walks out with gold and he's a face. Randy Orton's 20th WrestleMania appearance almost didn't happen with Kevin Owens sidelined due to injury. It looked like the Viper would be left off the card until TNA champion Joe Hendry made his shocking debut as a replacement. Short, sweet, and surprisingly fun. This wasn't a classic, but it didn't need to be. The match was quick-paced, and Hendry held his own, showing confidence and charisma throughout. Man, that he has charisma. The best moment, Hendry smirking mid-ring, only get caught with a picture-perfect RKO out of nowhere. Absolute classic. After the match, in true Orton fashion, the two shake hands, a sign of respect, only for Randy to hit another fucking RKO, reminding everyone that he's still the apex predator, the legend killer, and no one's safe. Crowd pops huge. Not much to analyze, but it was entertaining, had a cool surprise, and gave us a vintage Orton moment to remember. Next up, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, and this one delivered more than expected. Logan's entrance was pure spectacle, in my opinion. The drone flying over the stadium, seamless camera angles tracking his walk to the ring. Say what you want about the guy, but the presentation was top tier. The match itself, surprisingly solid. We all know this was going to be a good match. Back and forth, fast-paced, and full of high-flying spots and crisp sequences. Logan Paul, despite everything outside the ring, continues to prove that he belongs inside it. Now, the guy can move. AJ, as always, was smooth and technical, keeping things grounded when needed, but still flying when the moment called for it. The ending, though, a bit fucking messy. One of Logan's entourage tried to interfere, and Karrion Kross showed up too, encouraging AJ to use brass knuckles. AJ responded by punching Kross instead, but it left him open and Logan capitalized, getting the win. So it was a good match with great action, but the finish felt flat and slightly overbooked. Still, credit to both men for putting on a show. I really enjoyed it. The Women's Tag Team Championship was on the line, and things took a wild turn before the match even started. Originally, it was supposed to be Lyra Valkyria and Bayley taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, but Bayley was attacked during the pre-show on Saturday, leaving Lyra without a partner. Wow, enter the shock of the night. Becky Lynch returns after a year-long hiatus, and the crowd goes absolutely fucking nuts. Huge pop, and Becky looks fired up and ready to go. The match itself, pretty solid, back and forth action, lots of close calls, and the chemistry between Liv and Raquel and the sudden Becky-Lyra team was surprisingly good. But let's be honest, it felt like a filler match. It really did. Solid in just before the main event, a decent contest, but not WrestleMania tier drama. Still, Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria walk out as the new Women's Tag Team Champions, capping it with a feel-good win and another return moment for the weekend. Good ending, nice surprise, but it's time to get to the real chaos, that fucking main event. And now, the main event for WrestleMania 41. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. And let me just say, I still can't believe I'm right. Still can't believe I'm saying this. John Cena is the undisputed champion of WWE. The build to this match wasn't anything special. It felt average at best, but somehow it still had weight. Maybe it's because seeing John Cena as a heel after decades of hustle, loyalty, and respect just feels wrong, but yet so damn captivating and right. The way he talks to the fans now, brutal. No catchphrases, only a toxic relationship. No smiles, just straight venom. His entrance said it all at WrestleMania. No colors, no never give up, no fireworks, just black and white, plain bold text, John Cena. cold, minimal, intimidating. Meanwhile, Cody gets the full spectacle, fireworks, pyro, all the glory you'd expect from a WrestleMania main event. And then the match begins. Now, it's a very fucking slow start. Cena controls most of it. Full-blown heel mode, dirty moves, taunts, vicious strikes. Cody claws back with cutters and crossroads, but Cena keeps kicking out. Cena hits a monstrous AA from the top turnbuckle, but still no 3 count. And I kept thinking, where's The Rock? This entire arc was about him. Cena sold his soul to The Rock, and now in the climax of the story, he's fucking nowhere. But instead, we got Travis Scott. Yes, Travis Scott shows up and helps John Cena win. I spat out my drink in pure disbelief. What is happening? The finish was insane. Cody and Cena have a tug of war over the title belt. Cody snatches away, ready to strike, but Cena pleads with him. And just as Cody hesitates, fucking straight in the balls, low blow, AA. 1, 2, 3, new undisputed champion John Cena, 17-time world champion. The crowd is stunned. I'm stunned. It was an ending no one asked for. A strange, chaotic, controversial end to WrestleMania. Not the way I wanted it to go. Honestly, a terrible fucking ending. And one thing's for sure, we'll be talking about it for years of how bad that ending was. I gotta be honest here, WrestleMania 41 just wasn't great. The build-up leading into the show felt almost non-existent, and while Night 1 had a brilliant main event, that saved the night. Night 2's main event was confusing at best, disappointing at worst. When you compare WrestleMania 40 to 41, it's not even fucking close. WrestleMania 40 was triumphant. Cody finally finished his story, the emotion, the payoff, the spectacle. It had everything. WrestleMania 41, it felt like a flop, a strange detour, a calm before a much darker storm. I scored Night 1 a 7 out of 10, solid thanks to that very strong finish. Night 2 gets a 4 out of 10, some good matches, but that ending completely ruined the momentum. Do the math, and WrestleMania 41 ends up with an average score of 5.5 out of 10. And honestly, that's one of the lowest scores I've ever given a Mania. It might just go down as one of the worst WrestleManias of all fucking time. Harsh, maybe, but it's how I feel. WrestleMania 41 wasn't great. Let's just hope the Raw after Mania, it reignites the spark. Because right now, WWE's biggest weekend left more questions than hype. So yeah, let me know what you thought about WrestleMania 41. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Remember, there's no wrong answer. I'm a fan, you're a fan, so let me know what you thought about WrestleMania 41. And I will see you in the next one.